guys, how's it going? I hope you're well. I'm finally feeling a little bit better. So let's have a little look today at your feelings versus their feelings. So I'm going to use two different decks to clarify the situation. I'm going to use the Light Seers for your feelings and then the Rider Waite for their feelings, and then I'll pull some Oracle cards to clarify. My Oracle deck is going to be back in stock on Etsy on the 6th of November, so not long. If anyone missed out and wants to get one, they will be back in stock. All right, here we go. Your feelings. Your feelings. What is going on here? Okay, so we've got you in a Five of Cups energy. This is quite a despondent kind of energy. It can be, well, it's definitely sadness. It can be regret. It can be regret. It can be sadness. It can be looking back on a situation or looking back on something. And it can even sometimes involve elements of guilt. Okay, so it can even involve elements of guilt. So I don't know if that resonates with you or not. With this Eight of Pentacles next to it, I feel like you feel like you've been working on this for a really long time. You've been working on it. You've been putting in the effort. You've been thinking of every possibility. You've been sort of doing everything you possibly can within this connection to move it forward, to figure it out, to sort of to figure it out. I feel we've got this Justice card here. So some of you may be going through a legal situation, but in its basic sense, it's about decisions and choices and fairness. So again, it may be like the balance is off and you don't feel like the effort is fair or that you've been treated fairly or something like that. The Seven of Pentacles is like you've sown the seed, you've done the hard work, you've kind of been manifesting this, working on this, hoping, you know, for every possible outcome. But we opened with the Three of Cups. Now, traditionally that card does not represent third party, but for me in these kind of readings it often does. Third party is not always another person. It could be money, distance, work, religion, many things, but there could be a third party situation, and this is why you're feeling sad or despondent or guilty or whatever it may be, that Five of Cups that we got. It looks to me like you're dealing with an Emperor energy. We've actually got Emperor and King of Wands. So I don't know if you're dealing with two masculine energies. It could be, particularly if there is like an existing relationship or marriage and a new connection. You could find yourself, you know, dealing with two masculine energies. They're similar. They're both fire. They represent Aries and Leo, but it doesn't have to be. But they both represent like quite a fiery, masculine, strong-willed energy. The Emperor, I would say, is a bit more of a difficult energy for me. It can represent narcissism, control, manipulation, jealousy, somebody that has a bit of an ego problem or, you know, feels that they're above you, that kind of thing. The King of Wands doesn't quite carry that same vibe, but the King of Wands is still very driven, very passionate, very independent. They will go after what they want, and I would say the King of Wands is the one that is kind of holding the torch for you, whilst the Emperor seems to be sitting back, and that could be where you've got this challenge or this separation going on. It looks to me that you're just feeling, see the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups, they're both energies of just feeling let down, maybe a bit bored, frustrated, despondent, sad. The Hermit as well would indicate perhaps there's a lack of communication, or there's been a breakdown in communication, but that is going to change. That is going to change with that Eight of Wands, and they were near each other or next to each other. So there will be incoming communication. If you're currently in no contact, if you feel like you're not going to hear from your person, it does look like it's going to change fairly soon, because the Eight of Wands is a fast moving energy. Traditionally it's 8 days, but you know, give or take, it's not going to be the same for everyone. This person definitely has feelings for you. They love you, and I think you know that because we're looking at your thoughts and feelings. So I think you do know that, or you do trust that. But there are definitely challenges and obstacles and hurdles to overcome. This can represent anger, arguments, friction, tension. It can just be hurdles around the situation. Something showing up. The Page of Pentacles would suggest there is something incoming. Definitely communication. Definitely. Incoming communication. And something may be quite impulsive. Some sort of impulsive incoming action. Because I've got the Knight of Wands here. There's quite a lot of fire cards. Quite a lot of fire cards around you. Oh look, Four of Wands. So celebration, good time, celebration, good news. This can represent twin flame, but I know that won't resonate for everybody. And in terms of time scale, this looks fairly soon as well. Yeah, and we've got the Chariot. We've got the Chariot with Temperance. So it's like you've been waiting for some sort of action, and it is coming. And December with Temperance. Temperance is Sagittarius, so like November, December may be relevant to this situation. Definitely lots and lots of fire here. You are anxious. It is stressing you out. It is keeping you up at night. But there is hope. If you see all in the top corner there's a little white bird, dove, whatever it may be. There is a ray of hope here, okay? So it is saying don't lose hope with this situation. There is going to be change. It is coming in fairly rapidly. So it seems quite positive. Let's have a look at their feelings. So I'm going to use the different deck here, the Rider-Waite. Let's have a look. Their feelings, thoughts and feelings about the situation. And let's compare the two. What are they thinking and feeling? Okay. Oh, the Tower. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so the Tower is a significant change. Something needs to come to a head, or it may even be an ending. It can be the deterioration of life as you know it. Okay, so a significant change in life events. This is on their side, okay? But they've also got the Ten of Pentacles, which you had, which could be an existing relationship or a marriage. And with the Lovers here, traditionally, it's a choice. It's having to make a choice between two people. So it could be them, that they are also having to make a choice. You're also having to make a choice. It could be four people if you're both in a third party. They are shown as the Five of Pentacles. That's interesting because you were shown as the Five of Cups. So the difference being that you may be a little bit more strongly in your emotions, whilst they are a little bit more strongly in their head. Okay, Five of Pentacles can be a fear of abandonment. It can be feeling rejected or fear of rejection, and it's definitely sort of like worried about the material side of things and looking at things from a bit more of a material point of view rather than an emotional point of view. So there could be a bit of a difference between you. They've also got the Four of Cups. You had the Four of Cups. This is feeling it's almost like, is it good enough? Am I good enough? Is this going to work out? It's fear. It's almost like what they have they don't really want, but they've got a fear of change because they've got the Ten of Pentacles, but what they want is the Ten of Cups. So they want to change something sort of long term and maybe a little bit stagnant or a little bit boring for something much more fulfilling, brighter, happier, all of that stuff. They've also got the Nine of Swords. You had the Nine of Swords. This is sleepless nights. This is anxiety. They've also got the Hermit. You've got the Hermit, which would back up the fact, I think, that currently there's not much communication between you, or no communication, you know, at this time. We've got the Moon. Now, this can be things hidden. It could be that they're hiding their emotions. They're pushing down their emotions. They don't want to face it. They're not bringing it to the light. It could be that they are ready to reveal something to you, or it can be about things which are hidden being found out. So if there has been any sort of secrecy around this whole situation, it could be things are coming to a head, which could bring on that Tower moment if things get found out, which have been hidden. They've also got the Page of Pentacles, and you've got the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like because you've got so many similar cards, you are feeling and thinking in the same way. Both with that Page of Pentacles would suggest you're both willing to bring something forward. You're both willing to offer something to try to move this forward. They're very, very Pentacles based. So you had quite a lot of Wands and Fire, which is sort of like action and passion. They've got quite a lot of Pentacles, which is more around sort of financial stability, material wealth, work, finances, all of that kind of thing. And even here, they're looking at sort of what they've invested or what they've done so far. You also had Seven of Pentacles. You've got so many similar cards here. So many similar cards. They are seeing themselves as a King of Pentacles. So they are seeing themselves as someone very successful. They have a fear of losing that reputation or losing that sense of stability. And they are struggling. They are in a very much like a struggling energy. See, on yours, we had a lot of incoming action from them. communication, potentially meeting up and seeing each other. The Chariot, which would be things moving forward, celebration. Yeah, they do want to offer something. They know that you are their sort of their happiness, their abundance, their 10 of Cups. They want to be able to offer you something solid, a solid commitment, a solid new beginning. It feels to me like they're stuck and they need to shift their perspective on something. They're looking too much at the material side of things. They're too grounded in, I don't know, finances or investments or something like that. They don't want to lose face or they don't want to lose reputation. They're a little bit too caught up in that Pentacles energy. Let's see what the Oracle says. What next? What next? Falling for you. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Chemistry. Be mine. And a romantic gesture. So there's definitely something. They're going to try and soften things up, or they're going to try to show you their level of commitment or something like that. We have got some kind of toxic behaviour around this situation. I don't know if this is them or someone around them or that narcissistic energy that we were picking up around you. We've got eyes here, so I don't know if there's something particularly special about their eyes or your eyes. Look, we've got threes of crowds, so it definitely feels like a third party situation here. And it says look closely because not everything is as it seems. And you might have been getting some hot and cold behaviour going on here as well. From the looks of it, you are waiting on incoming action. They do have something planned, but they do feel a bit more slow moving. The Pentacles are much slower than the Wands. So what this could tell me is that you are hoping for things to move a bit quicker than they are planning. But one way or another, it is going to shift forward. There is progress. They need to look at things from a different angle. But they could be going through this Tower moment. And if everything is kind of crumbling around them and they're feeling like their whole world is turned upside down, it feels like there's somebody that wants to regain that sense of equilibrium before they then make their next move forward. So I hope this helps. Let me know.